Yes, like how the signal drop. Want to do some recording. It's Louis Balam on the front, followed by Sidney Belizier, Mote, Preston Martinez, the birthday man, Mr. Cardoza, Adrian Williams, Kenny Gladden, D. Wade, Tariq Flowers, the mic man, skinny. Look at the face already, suffering already, folks, as we make our way through the Hummingbird Highway. It's still Louis Balam on the front, followed by Sidney Belizier, Mote, Cardoza, Adrian Williams, Kenny Gladden, D. Wade, Tariq Flowers, Stephen Jurgensen, Wendell Skinny Vernon, Kenneth Butler, Emery Gill, Jordy Williams, Philton Butler, the baddest, Sharon Thomas, Mr. Tuzul, and just off the front we have two riders. We have the mic man and hearing Tariq Flowers just off the front. As we make our way up this little incline, definitely put a stin in the leg. And here comes Mr. Cardoza, being followed by Adrian Williams. Four riders just in front, and Cardoza about to make an attack. Jump out the saddle, and a gap have been formed between the four riders and the group of riders just behind. Gabriel Cardoza out of Mexico ride for Team Santinas. Dale. Now Tariq Flowers take up the pace, followed by Adrian Williams and Stephen Jurgensen, the mic man. There is Cardoza looking back to see if any of his teammates is coming across. A small gap to the group of riders, folks. Already the riders are starting to scatter over the tarmac. We are in the early stage of this road race, the Weekend Warriors, King of the Mountains. A pleasant good morning to all our cycling fans wherever you are. Yes, definitely I tell you, signal will drop through here. Have the next phone to record. The mic man they tell Cardoza dale. Well, Cardoza is no fool, he's on the pace. Cardoza is on the pace, doing some 18 miles an hour as we make our way towards the first village, Armenia. You can see how many guys are handling run down. Yes, it's overcast, it's not raining anymore, the tarmac is a bit damp. So the fireworks now tires and not catch fire as the fireworks continue. Four riders out just up front: Tariq Flowers, Adrian Williams, Stephen Jurgensen, the mic man, and Cardoza, who have opened a gap on the main field of riders as we head towards the first village. Again, bigging up the people bring their life into your living room. Big up Mr. Omar Cruz out of Canada. And big up James Sanchez out of California, and Sweetie out of New York. Thank you guys for supporting cycling, making it possible. When I wake up this morning I say, what, no race? But when I check my phone, everybody say, the race going on, rain or no rain. Much more cyclists supposed to be here, but you know, due to the rainy condition, that the riders have decided to stay at home. Folks, some 6 or 7 riders have joined the 4 lead riders. We have who have come across: D. Wade have come across, Sidney Belizier have come across, Emery Gill have come across, Mote have come across, Kenny Gladden have come across, Jordy Williams have come across, and Louis Balam. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 riders. 11 riders have separated themselves from the main field of riders. Sydney looking good today. We have 3 riders from Rolling Rebels. We have Mike Man. I think Mike Man ride an attach, I'm not sure. We have a Santino's rider. We have D Wade, who is unattached, BZ boys, Jordy Williams for whatever boys, Preston Martinez for M&M's. We have two Santinos rider in Cardoza and Louis Balam. We have Kenny Gladden from Digi. We have Jordy Williams from I guess Williams and Tariq Flowers. Yes, so folks, 11 riders who have separated themselves. Yes, a pleasant good morning to all our cycling fans wherever you are. On this beautiful Sunday morning, as they have come to a slow drive it on the pace, Louis Balam out of Mexico. So we have two Mexican boat riding for Team Santinos, Louis Balam on the front, doing some 25 miles an hour down this little rundown, picking up the pace, been marked by Emery Gill, Preston Martinez and the other riders. 11 riders have broke clear from the main group of cyclists. Yes, 11 riders have broken clear. Folks, a pleasant good morning to all the cycling fans. As we make our way through the Hummingbird, 11 riders broken clear on the pace. Preston Martinez on the pace, followed by Tariq Flowers, Emery Gill, Gabriel Cardoza, Stephen Jurgensen, Louis Balam, Jordy Williams, Sidney Belazier, Jordy Williams, D Wade and Kenny Gladden. Those are the 11 riders who have broken clear of the field. Again, I want to big up my driver, Mr. Crawford, Glenn Crawford, being both official and serviceman, and I'm cameraman, motorcycle driver for the media. To make our way all the way to Middlesex and return and finish on top of the gap. On this beautiful Sunday morning, very damp here on the Hummingbird Highway. Beside Jordy Williams, and we still have the 11 riders up front. Here is D Wade, and we have Tariq Flowers at the back. So 11 riders as we head into the village of Armenia. Yeah, folks, the signal will go in and out. Hopefully not drop too long. And hopefully in the future more towers put up through the Hummingbird so we can get better service, uninterrupted service, as we bring you live action of cycling race. This is the Weekend Warriors King of the Mountains cycling road race. Today Daraf had the hunger ride, but due to the inclement weather he have postponed it to another day. He will let the fans and the cyclists know when that ride will be back. What's his Emery Gill on the front? Emery Gill riding for Rolling Rebels. Emery Gill pushing some 20 miles an hour up this incline as we head into the first village, Armenia, followed by Preston Martinez, Gabriel Cardoza, Jordy Williams, Stephen Jurgensen, Sidney Belazier, Kenny Gladden, D Wade, Tariq Flowers, And we have Jordy Williams and Louis Balam sitting at the back. These are the 11 riders who have breaking clear. Folks, most of the time you see the front of the race cars, like I mentioned, Mr. Crawford, the only official out here, the only motorcycle out here, as a matter of fact. And he's doing two jobs. He's been official and he's been driver for media. So we want to thank Mr. Crawford. And again, big up the people bringing the life into your living room. We want to big up Mr. Omar Cruz out of Canada. Sir James Sanchez out of California and Sweetie out of New York. We want to thank you guys for bringing it live into your living room this beautiful Sunday morning out. And there's a huge gap. I don't see anyone coming in the distance as we make our way through the village of Armenia. And the pace, Sidney Belizier dancing at those pedals as we make our way up this incline, crossing over this bump. All 11 riders are still together. All 11 riders are still together. So D-Wade is organizing, say 1 PS line. 1 PS line. So look at these 11 riders want to ride all the way to Middlesex and back. So instead of state, D-Wade is organizing. He's controlling the bus this morning. So we're going along this tricky run in a short while. We just through the village of Armenia. Yes folks, this is the Weekend Warriors King of the Mountain Road Race, held here today, the 21st of July 2024. Again, we want to say rest in peace, Mateo Cruz. Beautiful service yesterday, a beautiful send-off. The family would like to thank each and everyone for all their kind words, whether attending the funeral, sending cards, attending the wake, and all the calls, texts, whatever. They really appreciate. Mateo will be missed by many, especially in the cycling community. He was a real gentleman, a real sportsman. We definitely will miss him at the bike shop. D-Wade on the front, driving it, telling the guys, let's go, let's go. He's been followed by Tariq Flowers. So we have crested the top of this and then we take a run down. So the guys are getting so high speed. So we're part of Valanonura, right? Because now we crest the top and we run down the Armenia hill. So these guys will have some top speed. We'll probably reach up into the upper 40s. So let us see who have good bike control. I hope everybody's safe, no one have a fall. Yes, we are heading down. It's Tariq Flowers on the front now. The pace have picked up to some 35 miles an hour already. 35 miles an hour. D-Wade and Tariq Flowers just out front. All the riders just behind. So when they stretch out, the pace is definitely, they are doing some 40 miles an hour. Yes, D-Wade on the front, 40 miles an hour as we make our way down Armenia Hill. D-Wade on the front, followed by Tariq Flowers. We can see Preston Martinez coming, Stephen Jurgensen, and a bunch of riders behind. 11 riders have broken clear, like I mentioned earlier, and it's still D-Wade and Tariq Flowers out front, folks, as we make our way down the Armenia Hill. Stephen Jurgensen spinning his way, closing the gap. And the gap have been opened up. Hopefully all the riders will make it back after this run down. Some of the guys scared for a run, but the road is a bit damp, but it's not too wet. As we continue to make our way down the gap. I know Fitzgerald Palace Joseph is in the country supposed to take part, but Palace must have said, "Cho, you know they can ride in this condition." No guys from the SPD crew, they were supposed to be here also. We are with the front of the race. Tariq Flowers driving it, doing some 40 miles an hour in a tuck position, followed by D-Wade, followed by Stephen Jurgensen, the bikeman. Here comes Jordy Williams, along with Louis Balam, along with Cardoza, along with Sidney Belizier, Emery Gill, Jordy Williams, and Motte. And we can see Kenny Gladden at the back trying to close back the gap. So all the riders have almost bunched up back together as we are almost at the base of the climb. And immediately Louis Balam on the pace, dancing on that pedal. Yes, Louis Balam doing some 30 miles an hour. Here comes Kenny Glenn have made it back. I want to thank my driver, Mr. Glenn Ford Crawford, official and camera driver for the cameraman. 3 riders just out front: Louis Balam, Sidney Belizier, and Jordy Williams. It seems, and here goes Sidney Belizier making an attack. Sidney Belizier making an attack. A small gap have opened up. Sidney Belizier seems that he feels good today. The running rebels are rolling out here today, and in hot pursuit. Gabriel Cardoza, ride for Team Santinos, about to make contact with Sidney Belizier. Small gap. These guys are doing some 38 miles an hour, folks. 38 miles an hour. We're still not at the base of the climb. We're still running down. Yes, Sidney Belizier on the pace, followed by Gabriel Cardoza, Jordy Williams, and Louis Balam, the 2 Mexican, up in the top of the arrowhead. Folks, a pleasant good morning. Yes, all you cycling fans, New York fans, Chicago fans, Miami fans, Houston fans, Los Angeles fans, and Charles Mosiah and the whole crowd. Folks, it's been raining a lot here in the city, in the whole entire country of Belize for the past few days. As Cardoza takes up the charge, followed by his teammate Louis Balam, Sidney Belizier, and Adrian. So 2 Belizean, 2 Mexican. The 2 teammates are working like a well-oiled chain. Louis Balam and Cardoza on the front, followed by Sidney Belizier. There we have Adrian Williams. So I want to big up Mr. Crawford, the man, the official, the man that sent through traffic and they help stream the race. It's Cardoza on the front. Yes, Cardoza on the front, followed by Balam. Cardoza, small gap. Cardoza is safe to tell the vehicle go. The lead traffic vehicle. Here comes D-Wade. D-Wade closing the gap to Cardoza. Yes, D-Wade closing the gap to Cardoza. Just about to make contact. And the wheel of D-Wade, Louis Balam, the group have split. Some riders have disappeared. So folks, if sometimes we go too far, like I mentioned, this I have to big up Mr. Crawford. You have to act as both official, traffic man, and media. So he's doing 3 jobs in 1. Here goes Tariq Flowers. Tariq Flowers on the front, followed by Cardoza, Louis Balam, D-Wade, Sidney Belizier, Jordy Williams, Preston Martinez, Stephen Jurgensen, Emery Gill, Kenny Gladden, and Jordy Williams. And it seems that the rebels are out to rumble. Boy, seems that the rebels are out. 3 rebels out front, and the rebels are definitely putting some pain into the legs. Yes, Steve Emery Gill out front, followed by Balam, a small gap. Tariq Flowers. It seems that the rebels want to destroy these guys this morning. 11 riders out front, and it's Emery Gill, he freewheels. Here comes Tariq Flowers along with Balam, Cardoza. Folks were not able to go to the back, like I said, because this motorcycle driver didn't make it up. But this is the tech of the course. This is the front of the race. I won't able to go at the back because the only driver I have today, the only cycle out here is Mr. Crawford, and like I said, he have to do 3 jobs in 1. I can't blame the motorcycle driver who was supposed to traverse to Belmopan. It's a tough thing. I believe I must have to do it out of a vehicle, but thanks to Mr. Crawford who allow me to jump on the back of his motorcycle and bring you live action of this event. Yes, on the front, Louis Balam. This is the Weekend Warriors King of the Mountain road race held here today. Some 40 plus riders lined up this morning in this cool condition, perfect condition for racing. Like I said, the rain have subsided. I see the clouds in the high in the sky, so I believe that the rest of the event there will be no rain. It's just overcast a bit, but no rain. Louis Balam out front, followed by Cardoza, followed by Emery Gill. Sidney Belazier, who seems that he's feeling good. He's talking to his teammate. There is Jordy Williams. This is his backyard. Preston Martinez, Adrian Williams, Stephen Jurgensen, Kenny Gladden, D. Wade, and of course Tariq Flowers. These are the riders, the 11 riders up front, as we make our way towards the Blue Hole and the Hummingbird Highway. Yes, a pleasant good morning to all the cycling fans. The Tour de France come to its conclusion today as the TT will take place in Nice. Okay, alright, so the official saying stop and do a time gap. So we'll stop and we'll have a time gap so you get a chance to see how far the guys are at the back. It's Louis Balam on the front, followed by Cardoza. So we'll move up and then we'll stop on the side of the road so you get the chance to see riders at the back. Once again, bigging up the people bringing it live into your living room. Big up Mr. Omar Cruz out of Canada, Mr. James Sanchez out of California, and Sweet Tea out of New York. Thank you guys for the live this morning as we bring you live coverage of the Weekend Warriors King of the Mountain road race. So we stop right here in front of Jaguar Creek, Belize, Mac. So here comes the riders, 11 riders. So it's still Louis Balam on the front, followed by Cardoza, Emery Gill, Albert. And they are the service crew behind. So we await the other group taking a time check, like I mentioned. But listen, they're far the back. There's Mr. Andy. Folks, once again, we want to say a big congratulations to our U2021 young ladies, the volleyball team, winning gold for Belize. History in the making. Undefeated, they won every single game. And they made Belize proud by winning the gold medal, first ever. Congratulations to the entire team, the coaches, the organizers for a awesome event. The Civic Center was packed with fans as they cheer on our girls who did awesome. Here comes the group of riders. So I'll get the time check shortly. On the front I see a Santino's rider, see a Rolling Rebels rider. I believe it's Daniel Cano on the front. Followed by Mr. Tun. The gap is 135, 135, 135, 135, 135, 135, 135, 135. 135 is the gap. So I'll make our way towards the race in a short while. Yeah, good. Somebody say go. So I believe somebody else is coming. Oh, Tariq Cano is no longer with the group. You know, if you had a puncture or something like that, but Tariq is off the back. We pass in front of the blue hole here on the Hummingbird Highway. I want to say a pleasant good morning to all you cycling fans.
You not fix the cable for me?
Oh, Tariq.
Remember you can't hold on for a vehicle, right?
Yeah. So Taricano seems that he have some kind of mechanical. The man asked me if I could fix the bike, but I'm not able to come off the bike. So we make our way back to the race. I want to big up my son there in Chicago, the whole Chicago crew, Rock Nation, and everybody there, and they're doing this there at the bike shop in Chicago. Candice, Guy, Arlen Cadle, Mr. Catus, Sean, everybody were involved there in Chicago. I want to big up my cuz Tracy and Derek in California. It's Kirsten Siberanes.
Cannot be with you.
I think so, yeah.
Be with one if it go wrong. With the way that front.
In the front. Yeah. So Puck is off the back. Christopher Andrews off the back as we make our way through the little incline here on the Hummingbird Highway. So the gap 135 was the gap, 135 is the gap. Kayaka 2 still in the mix. You can see Colonel Lovell. You can see Ryan Bradley. Andrew Burgess is still here. Chuck is still here. Skinny is still here. As we have separation in the green, small gap open up. We have 3 riders just in front. We have Roque Matos, Sharon Thomas, and Quinton, the baddest Hamilton. And Sharon is telling me let's share the pace. Roque Matos. There goes Quinton, the baddest Hamilton, as we make our way through the Hummingbird. That's the field at the back. The gap 135, 135. We move up to the Tech de la Post, folks. We move up to the front of the race. And it's beautiful Sunday morning. King of the Mountain, Weekend Warriors King of the Mountain, held here today, the 21st of July 2024. Again, digging up the people, bringing the live into your living room. Big up Mr. Omar Cruz out of Mr. Omar Cruz out of Canada. Oh, big up Mr. James Sanchez and Sweetie out of Mr. James Sanchez from California and Sweetie from New York. Make our way to the front of the race. Somebody have been attached. Santino's service crew. And McGill have been detached from the group. And McGill have been detached from the main group, so we only have 10 riders. As we move up, we'll make sure to see who else is still there. still trying to make our way back to the front of the race.
Got a gap. 135.
So we lost signal for a while. We just made it back to the front of the race. And here we have, at the front, we have Louis Balam, followed by Sidney Belizier and Adrian Williams. 3 riders have broken clear. The whole field have been blown to smithereens. Yes, 3 riders since we left. You know, as I mentioned, we have a lot of issues with signal. And on the front, Sidney Belizier, followed by Adrian Williams and Louis Balam. These are the 3 riders out front. Sidney Belizier seems that he's in awesome shape as he dances on that pedal to make a way through the Hummingbird Highway. The sky is clearing up. It will be a beautiful day for racing. Perfect racing, perfect condition for cyclists. The road is drying up. Look overcast, but it's still a beautiful day for cycling, folks, as we make our way through the Hummingbird in the Weekend Warriors King of the Mountain road race held here today, 21st of July 2024. And we can see the group of riders at the back, but this is the front of the race. Louis Balam on the front, followed by Sidney Belizier and Adrian Williams. 3 different teams, Team Santinos, Running Rebels and Whatever Boys. And we can see one lone rider trying to make his way across. I believe it's Stephen Jurgensen. Stephen Jurgensen trying to make his way across to the 3 lead riders. Folks, the whole race is blown to smithereens. We left at the back. We saw we had Roque Matos, Quinton de Balsamilton and Sherman Thomas have broken away from the main field of riders, who were some 1 minute 35 seconds from this front group. And Stephen Jurgensen have made his way back. Stephen Jurgensen is on the wheel, so it's 4 riders up front. And here comes the main field of riders. Jordy Williams on the pace, followed by Cardoza, Preston Martinez, Kenny Gladden, D. Wade, and Tariq Flowers. The only person missing is Emery Gill. In a short while, we'll be entering by St. Margaret's. That was a tough climb, and definitely you'll have some separation there. Again, we head towards Sleeping Giant. And it's Louis Balam on the front, followed by Jordy Williams, Preston Martinez, Gabriel Cardoza, Tariq Flowers, Sidney Belizier, Adrian Williams, Stephen Jurgensen, D. Wade, and Kenny Glenn. These are the riders. This is the front of the race. D. Wade is looking for his service. Again, bigging up the people bringing the live into your living room. Big up Mr. Omar Cruz out of Canada. Mr. James Sanchez out of California, and Sweet Tea out of New York. Thank you guys for bringing the live into the living room of the fans today. I want to big up my driver, Mr. Glenn Crawford, being official traffic man and media. 3 jobs in one this man to do. The only motorcycle, all the rest of officials didn't make it out this morning. This man braved it up and drive in the rain. So kudos to Mr. Glenn Crawford. Jordy Williams, this is his backyard. Jordy Williams riding good. We're not too far from St. Margaret's Hill. That's a tough climb. And we still have 10 riders. We still have 10 riders up front. One rider missing, one rider from the Running Rebels. There's D-Wade passing us, Steven Jurgensen and Kenny Gladden. It's all back together. They said the weather have definitely subsided. No rain, damp, but it's beautiful. Pass in front of Sleeping Giant. We head over this bridge. I never call this bridge here. I don't see no name. But look at the water, look at the river. The river murky. Man, look like definitely had a flash flood or something, because all the trees and lay down on the side on the banks of the river. And we can see the cyclist just behind. We have to stay out front. Ten riders making their way towards St. Margaret's. This is the Weekend Warriors King of the Mountain road race. Louis Balam on the front, ride for Team Santinos, followed by Preston Martinez, M&M's, Cardoza, Tariq Flowers, D-Wade, Jordy Williams, and this beautiful Sunday morning. As we make our way closer and closer to the climb there at St. Margaret's, and definitely will have some separation. We still have 10 riders. We still have 10 riders in this group. We have on the front Jordy Williams, followed by Cardoza, followed by Sidney Belizier, Louis Balam, Tariq Flowers, D-Wade, Jordy Williams, Steven Jurgensen, and Kenny Gladden, along with Preston Martinez. Those are the riders. We can see the Chanona farm in the background. We can see the Sleeping Giant. See, like he's still asleep. The guys on the cars in eruption for wake up the Sleeping Giant. Look at the beautiful skyline. Jordy Williams on the front. Jordy Williams is asking, come on, come out, come out. They are doing some 18 miles an hour. Cardoza looking over to Jordy Williams and say, hey. They are laughing. They are, they are communicating. They have slowed a bit, somewhere around 18 miles an hour. So in a short while, some suffering will happen because we are entering into one of the hard climb at St. Margaret's. Let us see if any of these riders will break clear of the group of riders. This is a 10-man pack. Here's Mr. Cardoza. So Cardoza having a chat with his teammate Louis Balam. So I think they have something up their sleeve. Sidney Belizier paying attention. He said, Sidney Belizier, they threw up some sign telling Tariq something. Tariq looking good, paying keen attention. D-Wade is right there, paying attention. There's Jordy Williams, there's the Mike Man, Steven Jurgensen, Kenny Gladden, and Preston Martinez. We are getting closer and closer to the harder climbs through the Hummingbird Highway on this beautiful Sunday morning in the country of Belize. A lot of rain, we get a lot of shower of blessing over the past few days. I want to pick up the driver again, Mr. Glenn Crawford, making sure I'm well taken care of. My driver supposed to make it up, but it was raining so hard in the city, and I think some of the cyclists said, "Cho, they're not going out there because it was raining extremely hard." Nevertheless, the race is on. No rain or stop this cycling race. The Dara fun ride, the hunger ride was supposed to take part this morning, but due to the weather there in the city, it was postponed. So we'll update you when another date is set for the Dara ride. As we enter towards St. Margaret's, it's still Louis Balam on the front. So we will approach that climb in a short while. Look at the beautiful mountainside. Clouds are below the mountains. It's Louis Balam on the front, followed by Sidney Belizier, Jordy Williams, Gabriel Cardoza, Tariq Flowers, D. Wade, Adrian Williams, Kenny Gladden, Stephen Jurgensen, and Preston Martinez. These are the riders heading into the steeper climb, and there's an attack by Cardoza, and the attack on the lower slopes. Yes, Cardoza and the attack. Immediately Tariq Flowers joined his wheel along with Mike Mann. A gap have been opened up. Yes, Cardoza and the attack. Cardoza being followed by Tariq Flowers, Stephen Jurgensen, the Mike Mann. Here goes D. Wade. D. Wade dancing out of that saddle. D. Wade trying to close the gap to the four riders. D. Wade on the move, being followed by Adrian Williams. Separation, folks, already separation. This is the lower slope of the climb. D. Wade trying to make his way over to the three lead riders. Cardoza on the front, driving in some 18 miles an hour, followed by Tariq Flowers and Stephen Jurgensen, who is riding awesome. D. Wade about to make contact along with Adrian Williams. A small gap to the rest of riders. Yes, 5 riders in front, 5 riders behind, as we make our way through the Hummingbird Highway. This is the lower slope of St. Margaret's. It gets pretty hard. I rode this road, and right around here you start to feel the pinch. And Cardoza again, dancing with the side. Cardoza, followed by Tariq Flowers, followed by Stephen Jurgensen. A gap being opened up. Let us see who is coming across. It's still Cardoza on the front, followed by Tariq Flowers and Mike Mann. Here comes Adrian. Here comes Adrian Williams, followed by Louis Balam, Sidney Belizier, Kenny Gladden, Preston Martinez, and D. Wade. As we reach to the steeper climb, here goes Balam making his way over. So they have joined the three riders. Cardoza on the front, cranking it up, still doing some 16 miles an hour, and you can know a lot of suffering is happening. It's Louis Balam on the front. Followed by Cardoza, followed by Stephen Jurgensen. This is steeper part of a climb. Separation, folks, separation. A steeper part of a climb is Tariq Flowers on the front, dancing on that pedal as we make our way up. Tariq Flowers looking back, see who all. The man say feel like Pajakar today. Tariq Flowers and the pace. Yes, folks, we missed a little bit of excitement there. We're still on the climb. We're still not at the crest of the St. Margaret's climb, and it's 5 riders have separated. We have two of the Mexican up front, Luis Balam on the front, followed by Steven Jurgensen, Tariq Flowers, Gabriel Cardoza, and Kenny Gladden. The other riders have disappeared. They were in the background, they have disappeared. So it's 5 riders. It's split into half. Luis Balam still on the front, still doing some 15 miles an hour as we almost make our way to the top of the climb. It's Luis Balam looking back. He have seen the gap. Mike Man, Steven Jurgensen right on his wheel, followed by Tariq Flowers. So we have 2 Santinos rider, one Running Rebels, a Digi rider, and the Mike Man, Steven Jurgensen. Here goes Cardoza, still Balam making his way up the climb. Now we have reached the top of the climb, and Luis Balam, followed by his teammate Cardoza. As the weather continue to improve, there we have Harry, Tariq Flowers, Mike Man, and Kenny Gladden, 5 riders who are breaking clear of the main field of riders. So we have 5 here and 5 at the back. As we continue, folks, we are sorry about the interruption in the live, but it's beyond our control. Like I mentioned, signal drop every minute or so often. But 10 riders now have become 5, so we have 5 riders out front. Cardoza, we ride for Team Santinos out front, followed by Tariq Flowers, Running Rebels, Steven Jurgensen riding Awesome, Luis Balam out of Mexico ride for Team Santinos, and Kenny Gladden. Barney Brown, as I say, what? You better do good. Barney Brown probably looking on, not taking part today. And here goes Luis Balam again, Luis Balam. So the 2 Santinos riders controlling the race. Luis Balam on the pace, Jurgensen jumping on the wheel of Luis Balam. There's Cardoza jumping on the wheel of Jurgensen. There goes Tariq Flowers. And guys, remind me of the Tour de France when I watch a mountain stage. The big cats, they come out and play. And we're here with some big cats. We have 2 riders from Team Santinos in the likes of Gabriel Cardoza, Luis Balam. We have Tariq Flowers, Running Rebels. We have Kenny Gladden, and we have Steven Jurgensen, 3 Belizean, 2 Mexican. Looking back, D-Wade, who are not there, D-Wade, Sidney Belizier, Adrian Williams, Motte, and Jordy Williams. Those are the riders that have been separated from this group of riders as we enter into the higher part of the Hummingbird. Hopefully we don't lose signal around the gap, because that's where the race will complete. We head all the way to Middlesex and then head back to the gap where it will come to its conclusion. 1 rider have made it across, Preston Martinez. Preston Martinez ride for M&M have made the junction. He have made across, so it's 6 riders up front now. 6 riders up front. Preston Martinez have returned, and Kenny Gladden looking back to see if anybody else, but Preston Martinez rode across like a champion. We want to wish him happy birthday. His birthday went on Wednesday, so happy birthday, Preston Martinez, aka Motte. So again, bigging up the people bringing live into your living room. Big up Mr. Mr. Omar Cruz out of Canada. Big up Mr. James Sanchez out of California, and Sweet Tea out of New York. Thank you guys for bringing live into your living room. I want to big up my driver, Mr. Glenn Ford Crawford, being official traffic man, media, the whole thing. So big up Mr. Crawford as we make our way through last mile 32 here on the Hummingbird Highway. We head to Middlesex and then we return back to on top of the gap there where the race will come to its conclusion. A beautiful day, overcast, all the rain have subsided. So I'm glad I made it out to bring you live action. And Tariq is checking on his teammate. I think he's probably waiting for Sidney Belizaire to make it back, but Tariq is looking good on the front. Mike Mann, followed by Luis Balam, Cardoza, Preston Martinez, Kenny Gladden, and Tariq Flowers. This is the Weekend Warriors King of the Mountain race for 2024. Some 40 riders started early this morning, and we are here with 6 riders in the front of the race. Cardoza on the front, taking over the pace. Preston Martinez, Kenny Gladden, Tariq Flowers, Stephen Jurgensen, and Luis Balam. Here comes the service crew for Team Santino's. Cardoza and Luis Balam. Jordy Williams have made it across. Jordy Williams have joined the riders, so now it's 7 riders. Jordy Williams have come across. Like I mentioned, this is his backyard. Jordy Williams, normally a triathlete, taking part in today's event. He is the brother of Patrick Williams. He's the big man behind the Murray shop in East Pepper sauce. So here the cycle labor. So we're going up a little incline. Tariq Flowers dancing on the pedal as we make up our way up this little incline. 7 riders. Tariq Flowers, Preston Martinez, Stephen Jurgensen, Gabriel Cardoza, Luis Balam, Kenny Gladden, and Jordy Williams. Those are the 7 riders in the front of the race in this beautiful Sunday morning in the Weekend Warriors King of the Mountain race. Who will it be, folks? Tariq Flowers look like a good candidate, but never take your eye off of Cardoza. He's very dangerous. The last time we checked, they had over a minute and 35-second gap. But you can look at the face of the riders. There's no sign of suffering in their faces. I'm looking in their faces. Everybody look okay. Preston Martinez, who made across on the pace. Once again, remembering our brother who passed away. We laid him to rest yesterday. Mateo Cruz. We sadly miss, especially by the cycling community. And from Stephen Jurgensen had a mechanical. Yes, Stephen Jurgensen is in the middle of the highway. He had a mechanical, and so Tariq Flowers, this Cardoza on the front. Tariq Flowers joining the wheel of Cardoza. Here comes Kenny Gladden, Preston Martinez, Luis Balam. A small gap to Jordy Williams, and we can see, I believe it's Adrian Williams trying to make it across also. We have crested top here on the hill, and it's Cardoza on the front. There's a Tariq Flowers dancing a pedal like man remind me of Cantador. As we continue our way through the Hummingbird, it's Cardoza, followed by Flowers, followed by Luis Balam, followed by so a little split. Here comes Preston Martinez, and Cardoza continue to push the pace. We're doing a rundown. We're doing some 30 miles an hour. Cardoza on the front, followed by Tariq Flowers. Luis Balam, small gap to Kenny Gladden and Preston Martinez. We're not too far from the Cisco farm, and it's the 2 Mexican on the front. Cardoza, followed by Balam, Luis Balam, and Tariq Flowers. Folks, if you just join us, this is the Weekend Warriors King of the Mountains road race earlier today. I think next week, 2 weeks time, I think Mr. Gonzi having one, I think on the 4th of August. But it probably be on the Western Highway, the George Price Highway. Yes, we are fast approaching Cisco farm. There is Louis Balam on the front, followed by Tariq Flowers, Cardoza, Preston Martinez, and Kenny Gladden. And Mike Man is back. Put on back a chain and the man is back. He have joined back, so Stephen Jurgensen really riding awesome, folks. I want to big up the Stuart and Roberto family there in Boston. Big up on yourself. Kevin Logan, the whole crew. Miss Philippa, Miss Dana. Then I have a big race coming up in September. Nigel Stewart Senior, big up yourself. We're just behind the main. We have what, 6 riders up there.
Any water for your blood?
And here Jordy Williams is trying to make it back. There is it Citrus, Cisco Citrus. So this is a Cisco Hill. So Palata suffering. Jordy Williams trying to make his way back. We are just behind the main field of riders. Jordy Williams controlling his pacing, and just out front are 6 riders. Cardoza on the front, followed by Preston Martinez, Tariq Flowers, Louis Balam, Kenny Gladden. I really impressed with Kenny Gladden today, and Stephen Jurgensen, who lost his chain, but he's looking good. And it's Cardoza on the front. They have come to doing some 13 miles an hour, 12 miles an hour. As we go up this little tough incline, you can hear the laboring of the cycle. Folks, a pleasant good morning. There goes Tariq Flowers. Tariq Flowers looking back, he can see he's dishing out some pain. I want to big up the Alfred Parks Memorial family, Miss Rita Thompson and the whole crew. Lincoln, Miss Ann. Tariq Flowers showing up there, he said that up there with the one the race go. Yeah, Eckers, Carol, the crew from Ashton Clothing. I want to shout out my brother there, Ruben Rock, Ruben Martinez, Jacksonville supporter, big up on yourself. My family there in the Kimberley. Oh, it look like it want rain again. The clouds gonna get heavy again, so folks, attack too quick. We might have some rain. We might have some rain. Cardoza making a move, small gap, open up. Tariq Flowers on the wheel of Cardoza, folks. We might get some showers of blessing. Hope it don't damage any equipments. Yes, still here with the lead group. Cardoza on the front, followed by Tariq Flowers. As we go through the Belize Alps, there's the water that gush down the side of the hill, and Cardoza, the pacing of Cardoza caused a small split. Tariq Flowers on his wheel, followed by Stephen Jurgensen. And here comes Louis Balam and Kenny Glenn have made it back. Jordy Williams still at the back. It's still Cardoza on the front. As they have pressed the top, see up and they cut down the hill. If you look up on the hillside, there's a light post way at the top. So I think the road was there all the way up the top there. I'm not sure if they're all the way, but they have definitely cut into the mountain side. As we continue to make our way towards Middlesex. So we are here, we have 5 riders out front. We have Louis Balam, Gabriel Cardoza, Stephen Jurgensen, Tariq Flowers, and Kenny Gladden. These are the riders out front. Yes, as we head closer and closer to the gap, we have 5 riders out front. We can see Jordy Williams. No, we can see, I'm not sure if that's Jordy Williams or Preston Martinez coming in the back. We have 5 riders out front. We have Tariq Flowers, Gabriel Cardoza, Louis Balam, Kenny Gladden, and Stephen Jerkison, aka the Mike Man. And yeah, so Tariq Flowers definitely in some shape. He talk to the camera, he talk to we, and show no sign of suffering. Cardoza on the front. Thank you all for tuning in and being so patient, knowing that the signal drop every now and then, but the fans are right there to wait until the signal come back so they can watch their event, the Weekend Warriors, King of the Mountain road race held here today. So just after the race, that a few miles, we had over about 10-12 riders, I think, broke away, and that group have separate. We have 5 riders up front. We have Cardoza, we have Jurgensen, we have Gladden, we have Flowers, and we have Balam. These are the 5 riders up front, and we can see it's Preston Martinez making his way back. Preston Martinez have joined back the group of riders, so it will be 6 strong now. 6 strong. Preston Martinez have made his way back. Let us see if Jordy Williams will make his way back. We can see Jordy in the background trying to close the gap. Mike Man waving to the camera. On the front, Stephen Jurgensen on the front, followed by Cardoza, Tariq Flowers, Louis Balam, Kenny Gladden, and Preston Martinez. And just behind, we see Jordy Williams trying to make his way back. Again, bringing up the people, bringing it live into your living room. Want to big up Mr. James Sanchez out of California, Sweetie out of New York, and Mr. Omar Cruz out of California. Out of Canada. Louis Balam on the front, followed by Tariq Flowers. Not sure if everybody at the limit, but Tariq Flowers is one of the riders that seems very calm. Tariq Flowers answering the bell, feeling good. Man just get back in machine, borrow machine, but he's back on his machine, his giant bike. As Louis Balam give that little nudge of the elbow, Tariq Flowers come on the pace. We are on the lower slopes of the gap. Yes, we are on the lower slopes of the gap. We make our way up the gap. And it's Preston Martinez on the front, followed by Stephen Jurgensen. There goes Louis Balam. Louis Balam dancing on the pedal, being joined by Tariq Flowers. Small gaps start to open up. Yes, we are on the lower slopes of the infamous gap, and it's Louis Balam on the front, followed by Stephen Jurgensen, Tariq Flowers, Gabriel Cardoza. The 2 riders who have joined have space, and it's Stephen Jurgensen on the front. Stephen Jurgensen on the front as we make our way up the gap. Stephen Jurgensen, a small gap. Stephen Jurgensen looking good. Look at this man as he makes his way, making his way up the gap. He have opened a gap, and we can see Tariq Flowers won't interfere. He's allowing the Cardoza to all the chasing. It's all Stephen Jurgensen as he makes his way. Nice high cadence. This man is looking good, pretty strong. Stephen Jurgensen, this man have a lot of talent. Young Stephen Jurgensen making his way. Kudos to Stephen Jurgensen as he makes his way to the almost at the top of the gap. All alone, a gap have been formed. He has about 10 or so bicycles on the main field of riders. It's all Stephen Jurgensen on the front as we make our way on top of the gap. Yes, it's all Stephen Jurgensen. It's all Stephen Jurgensen as we make our way on top of the, still not at the top of the gap, almost at the top.
Alps de Belize.
Alps de Belize, the man say. It's still Stephen Jurgensen all alone. Still Stephen Jurgensen all alone. You can see Tariq Flowers making his way across. Tariq Flowers making his way across. Yes, Tariq Flowers have gotten rid of the two Mexican and he has joined Stephen Jurgensen up front. Now it's two Belizean up front. Tariq Flowers and Stephen Jurgensen. Tariq Flowers and Stephen Jurgensen. Those are the two riders up front. That's it.
Right there where I finish.
So we just passed where the race and finish. Yeah. So 7 more miles to go. 7 more miles to go in this event, and we have the two riders up front. Stephen Jurgensen and Tariq Flowers have blown the whole race to smithereens. Two riders out front, Stephen Jurgensen and Tariq Flowers with 7 laps, with 7 miles to go. Folks, when we left, we had some 5 riders. Now it's 2 riders. They have blown the whole race to smithereens. 2 Belizean riders, Stephen Jurgensen and Tariq Flowers, have blown the whole race to smithereens. They have scattered the riders like skittles. Yes, I'm very impressed with Stephen Jurgensen, aka the Mike Man. I saw it in here is feeling good. Tariq Flowers feeling good as they make their way down the gap. I think we have about 6 or so miles remaining in this event. We go towards Middlesex. We make a turn, and it's 2 Belizean cyclists, Tariq Flowers and Stephen Jurgensen, aka the Mike Man, have blown the whole race to smithereens. They are all alone as we head towards Middlesex. The two riders have gotten rid of all the rest of riders, so two riders up front. Rolling Rebels and Mike Man, Stephen Jurgensen, Tariq Flowers, and Mike Man have blown the race to smithereens. They are looking back, they have a serious gap on the main field of riders. Oh yes, we see one rider coming. It's Miguel Cardoza, Gabriel Cardoza. Gabriel Cardoza trying to make his way back to the two lead riders. Yes, Gabriel Cardoza, the Mexican. Is this Gabriel Cardoza? Yes, it's Cardoza. Yes, Cardoza making his way back. Gabriel Cardoza have joined, so it's three riders up front now. Three riders up front, folks. A new wrinkle, yes. Cardoza have joined the two riders, Stephen Jurgensen, Tariq Flowers, and Cardoza, who have joined back. So it's three riders leading the race as we head towards Middlesex. We only have a few miles remaining. We head towards Middlesex, make a turn around, and then we head back, and it will finish on top of the gap. So hope we don't lose signal there on top of the gap. But we are here with the three lead riders in the Weekend Warriors. Who will it be? Definitely one of these riders out here will be crowned champion today of this event, because I don't think anyone at the back, I mean, well, other than Louis Balam and the other guys that were here will make it back. But I have my money on Tariq Flowers. I have my money on Harry. He's the man who seems in the most condition, look more poised. So we have three riders, Tariq Flowers, Stephen Jurgensen, and Gabriel Cardoza rides for Team Santinos. Who will it be, folks? Who will it be? We are in the village of Middlesex, so shortly we'll make a turn and head back and finish in top of the infamous gap where a champion will be crowned today. No rain, still beautiful. The sky is a bit overcast, but no rain. I saw like a little rain cloud, but it probably went more in the mountains. Tariq Flowers stretching, looking good, feeling good. Cardoza showing no sign, game face on. And Stephen Jurgensen, aka the Mike Man. I want to big up my driver today, Mr. Glenford Crawford, being both official, traffic man, and media. Big up yourself. Want to big up the people bringing live into your living room. I want to big up Mr. Amor Cruz out of Canada, Mr. James Sanchez out of California, and Sweet Tea out of New York. Thank you guys for bringing live into the living room of the cycling fans as we continue to make our way towards Middlesex, where we'll make a turn and head back and finish in top of the gap. Who will it be, folks? A nice cool day for racing as we are in the Citrus Belt. Beautiful Dangriga. On the front we have Tariq Flowers. Tariq Flowers on the front, followed by Cardoza, followed by Stephen Jurgensen. These are the three riders who have broken clear of the main field of riders. Folks, what a beautiful morning it is here on the Hummingbird. Wish we had more riders so we had more competition. Cardoza on the front, followed by Jurgensen and Tariq Flowers. I have my money on Tariq Flowers as they receive their service from the crew. Want to big up Mr. Troy Gab Jr., the chairman of the Weekend Warriors, for hosting the event and all who sponsored the event. Still with the three lead riders, as Stephen Jurgensen giving Cardoza the sign to pass through, get on the wheel of Tariq Flowers. We pass mile 24 here on the Hummingbird Highway. We are in the village of Middlesex, so shortly we'll make that turn around and we head back to the gap where the race will come to conclusion. Folks, like I said, a lot of suffering, a lot of skittle scatters, a lot of skittle scatter over tarmac.
I take one at a turn. I'm not going to take one.
So he's asking for the time gap. We're going to take one at the turn. The officials say. Again, big up Mr. Glenn Crawford, taking care of me this morning. The only motorcycle out here. Mr. Glenn Crawford being official traffic man and media. So 3 riders have broken clear. We head towards Middlesex. We are almost at the turning point. Much coconut up on the road. That's definitely the water must come up and wash the going on the road. So definitely had some serious rain over the past few days down here in the south. So in a short while, Mr. Crawford will go up and to where these guys will make that turn around and then head back. Then we'll see if we get that time gap to see who is chasing. We can see one rider in the distance. I really can't see who, but there's one rider in the distance coming. Not sure if that's Preston Martinez. So we're in the village of Middlesex. 3 riders. Tariq Flowers, Gabriel Cardoza and Stephen Jurgensen. They run down the lead vehicle, they run down the bus. Whoa, wait, a bus they come. So I think the traffic people kind of misunderstand. So they pass back. Very experienced riders though. So Tariq Flowers, Cardoza, and so we head up to the turning point, I believe. Here in the beautiful village of Middlesex, there is a sleeping giant in the back. The sleeping giant in the background, still asleep this morning. That can feel of lone can. This is the 2024 Weekend Warriors King of the Mountain road race for club riders, and 3 riders out front. Tariq Flowers, Stephen Jurgensen and Gabriel Cardoza. And I think we are almost at the turning point. Pana turn.
Mile 22, I look for the 22 post.
Okay, mile 22?
Yeah.
Alright, okay. So he's saying yeah, turn a mile 22. He's looking for the mile post. We don't pass 24, so we're close to 22. So who will it be, folks? Who will capture the crown today? One of these riders right here, looking good. Like I said, Cardoza on the front, followed by, and guess who I've come across? Luis Balam. So it's the Mexican Luis Balam have made it across. So 2 Santinos riders, the Mexican Luis Balam have made it back. Luis Balam is back. Luis Balam is back and he's on the pace. So he's here to take care of his rider. So we have matchup. We have a perfect matchup. 2 Belizean, 2 Mexican. As we head towards the turning point, 2 Belizean, 2. Luis Balam have made it across, folks. Luis Balam have joined back the technical across the front of the race, and he's on the pace. So when you see up on the pace, that tells us something. See mile 22 right here. So this is the turning point.
Turn right here, Brad. Turn right here, Jorgensen. Turn right here, B.
So we are mile 30, so those are the mile 22. So Balam was that crowd in. We have the group at the back coming.
Turn right here. Turn.
Then we have Preston Martinez. We have Kenny Gladden, and we have Jordy Williams. So only about a 20-second gap. Jordy Williams coming out of his saddle pedals as the riders make their way back. There's a beautiful mountainside in the background.
Go down, what's there? I want to turn them. We are finishing mile 27 on top of the gap.
So as the riders make their way back, so we have about 7 riders we have up front.
Yeah, 5 miles.
So we are here at mile 22, where the riders will make a turn around.
Burton has a 26. 27 right up at the gap. Yeah.
We can see D Wade making his way towards the turning point. D Wade, along with, I believe it's Sidney Belizier. Yes, D Wade and Sidney Belizier making their way back. No. Folks, I just hope that we reach back in time. Okay, how much? 110. 110 is the gap. 110 is the gap. You can see the flashing light. Lone Khan. Whole field of corn. I think this would be citrus.
I'm not sure, no. I'm not sure what pattern it is. I know farmer, right? Yeah.
Folks, again, bigging up the people bringing the live into your living room. Bigging up Omar Cruz out of Canada. Jim Sanchez out of California. Sweet Tea out of New York. So folks, my motorcycle man are there, so I have to depend for Mr. Crawford, so hopefully we reach back for see the end. We can see the Zul making it here, we can see Emery Gill, we can see Windell Skinny Vernon.
You want move by anytime soon?
Yeah, we're sort of right.
Where so? I'll turn this last set down.
You want to take off? Alright, okay. So after the guys are passed, we'll jump on the motorcycle and try to make it back and get the finishing of the race.
Number different categories in the riders and what's not. Santino passed it and Chuck Medina, the only thing we just passed your pass. Yeah, I'm not really hills rider like that.
Thank you guys for being patient. Thank you for being patient, folks.
Right there.
Here comes Sherman Thomas, Adrian Williams making a turn. We can see Roque Matos. Here's a champion passing us on his beach cruiser. And so we have here comes Roque Matos along with who that? Quintana, one next young man. I forgot the young man giving name. So we're head back. So I get back on the motorcycle and we'll make our way back. There's my driver, Mr. Crawford. Yeah. Tell him I'll turn right here. Yeah.
Yeah, turn right there, the mile post right there. Mile 22 right there.
So folks, we're gonna try and make it back. Like I said, we have to big up Mr. Crawford. He did 3 jobs in a one. I think our guy want to help me make sure that they turn at the turning point. Really short of staff today, so folks, just be patient. There's riders scatter all over the tarmac. So Daniel kind of making his way towards the turning point. Folks, we're going to try to make our way back to the Tech de la Course, where we had about 4 riders up front. We had Cardoza, we had Tariq Flowers, we had Mike Mann, Stephen Jurgensen, and we had Louis Balam. Those are the 4 riders. We can see Kaya Katu still making her way towards the only young lady. Kaya Katu is making her way towards the turning point. We head back to the Tech de la Course. Hopefully we should catch them just before they finish. Still see riders. We see Colonel Lovell heading towards the we pass on riders, Roque Matos, Quinton Hamilton we pass. Yes, we hope we catch the riders before they reach at the finish of the race. At least we could give you the conclusion of the race. We are coming up on other riders. I believe this is Pes, Sharon Thomas, along with Emery Gill, I believe. Let me see, I'll give you the name of the rider. No, it's Adrian Williams and Sharon Thomas. So we are still trying to make our way to the Tech de la Course. Riders still making their way. There's Hulky making his way towards the turning point. Still in the village of Middlesex. Yes, a pleasant good morning, folks. This is the Weekend Warriors, King of the Mountain road race held here today. Look at the murky water. A lot of water that run down the stream. Riders still making their way. Who that like Beato still making his way towards the turning point. Folks, we are fast approaching the Tech de la Course, the front of the race. On this beautiful Sunday morning. The road is completely dry, the weather have improved, it's getting better. We're just behind 3 riders. It's Fuzul, Emery Gill and Wendell Skinnivan, and we're not able to stay. We're going to go straight past because we try to reach so you guys can see the finishing of the race. We see the other riders in the distance. We see D-Wade and that crowd. So just in front of that you had C.S. Kenneth Butler still making his way towards the turning point. So again, I want to big up my driver, Mr. Glenn Crawford, doing a human's job. 3 is being official, traffic man and media at the same time. My motorcycle driver didn't make it out this morning. He was supposed to leave the city, but it was drenching rain. The rain was pouring down. There are the personnel of the Santinos waiting for their rider. Folks, who will it be? I have my money on Tariq Flowers. We have Cardoza there, we have Louis Balam there, we have the Mike Man there, Stephen Jurgensen. We are coming up on riders. We can see D-Wade just in front of us, D-Wade along with another rider. We were the front group at one time and now we have been blown away. We are on the lower slopes heading towards the finishing line. Because about to pass D-Wade and Sidney Belazier. Those are the two riders, Sidney Belazier and D Wade. Continue on our progress towards the Tech de la course in front of the race. We want to give you guys the conclusion of this event. And then when upon this least small cycle, you know, have the speed like the zoom zoom, so it won't reach out that fast. But we have to still be thankful that you guys get some kind of live of this event. Men riders still making way. I can see big Mr. Will and Chief. The Chief still making their way there, way behind the Chief, Santino and Big Will still making their way towards mile 22. So they are some over 5 miles behind the main field of riders. We pass mile 25. So they're almost 6 miles Chief is behind. As we continue to make progress here on the Hummingbird Highway, still trying to reach the front of the race, still coming up against riders scattered all over the map. More riders still heading towards who that this rider is. So the chairman, Gab Jr., still trying to make his way. We are passing who is this rider we are passing? We're passing Jordy Williams. We're passing Jordy Williams. We're heading up. We can see the front of the race. I believe that's the front of the race. We are approaching. We have Kenny Gladden and Louis Balam, and here is Preston Martinez. We are approaching the lower slope, so we are at the front of the race. We have joined back the front of the race. 3 riders just out front, the same 3 riders, Gabriel Cardoza, Tariq Flowers, and Steven Jurgensen, aka Mike Mann. We are approaching the Tamales place, Martha's, and we have the 3 lead riders, folks. So we made it back before the finishing. We are just over a mile and change from the finish. It's the 3 lead riders: Tariq Flowers, Gabriel Cardoza, and Steven Jurgensen, as they make their way on the earlier slope of what we call the lower slopes of Baby Gap, as they guys call it, Baby Gap. Tariq is saying, Dale amigo, they come down to about 12 miles an hour as they're going up this little incline here. There's Tariq Flowers dancing on the pedal, looking good. Like I mentioned, I have my money on Tariq. I believe he's the strongest of the 3 riders. Cardoza, don't take your eye off Cardoza. He's very strong. I think he won one in a race before, if you're not sure. I'm not sure if it's the exact course, but I know he won some race up this side. Passing mile 26, Jurgensen on the pace, high cadence, making his way to the top of this, and then we run down, and then we head on the infamous gap. 1 mile to the finishing. Officials say 1 mile to the finishing. 1 mile to the finishing. 3 riders. Steven Jurgensen on the pace, followed by Cardoza and Tariq Flowers. Tariq Flowers sitting on the wheel of Cardoza. Jurgensen, they ask why. Here comes Cardoza. Tariq Flowers still dancing on the pedal. The man go like Cantador, getting out of his saddle, putting in a lower gear. The 3 lead riders as we head towards the finishing. 1 mile remaining, folks. 1 mile remaining. Thank you, folks, for being patient, for understanding, issues we have with the media. But what I do, I have my next phone and I record the entire when it's on. Try put it up on YouTube. I record the entire race, so that one I have no signal drop because it's the entire race. As Jurgensen is not happy with Cardoza, but this is a part of racing. Yes, he's not happy with Cardoza. He's not. Cardoza is just looking over. Steven Jurgensen is not happy with Cardoza, but that's part of racing. But just heading in the opposite direction, and guys, they're just 1 mile from the finish. And Tariq Flowers just sitting on Cardoza, looking back. Folks, we are fastly approaching the infamous gap. We're going to take this run down, and then we on the gap, and we move towards the finishing of the event. So I guess the driver might have to take off sudden to the finishing of the event, but we are on the just made cross the top of Baby Gap, and now we head onto the actual gap. We run down into this little gully, and then the gap faces us. Look at it as it's face up in front of us. That's the gap now. A lot of water run across the highway here. That's the gap just in front of us. You could stick up three riders. We have on the front Gabriel Cardoza, Tariq Flowers, and Steven Jurgensen. Like I was telling you fans, my other phone I used to record the entire race from almost start to finish. As soon as the signal may drop, I press record, and it's have an hour and 37 minutes recording, so when I have uninterrupted service in that one. Yeah. So we have to head up, folks. The official will have to head up. This is a gap. Sorry I had to leave you guys. He has to go to the top. As the three riders make their way towards the top of the gap. And we can see the riders, you can hear the laboring of the cycle as we make our way up the gap. Like I said, I'm not here with my official motorcycle man. I have to depend on Mr. Crawford. We are just a few hundred yards from the finishing, so we head to the finishing, and you will see who will win this event, who will take home the king of the mountains. So sorry about I couldn't get my camera on the guys as they make their way up the gap. We head towards the finishing line, almost there, almost at the finishing line, and we'll see who passed the finishing line. Just about to reach the finishing line. Yeah, the officials right at the finishing line. So we're here at the finishing line. Who will it be? So the race will come to its conclusion. This is the finishing line. Let me go on the other side. So I'll catch the riders as they make their way around the curve. Here comes the lead traffic vehicle. This is the finishing line. And shortly, let me make I go more to the climber, then I just spot. So I'll make my way up this little incline, so I could catch the riders as they make their run. And we can see these three riders coming. We can see the three riders coming. Let us see who will it be. The three riders are still making their way. Jurgensen, Cardoza, and Flowers. Tariq Flowers out of the saddle. Tariq Flowers heading toward Tariq Flowers, and Steven Jurgensen. Tariq Flowers victorious. Steven Jurgensen, and here comes Cardoza. Yes. Cardoza said, you raise your hand. Yes. Let me go a little more at the top, and so you could see some other riders as they make their way up the climb. Folks, like I predicted, Tariq Flowers. What? I get free crabbo. Free crabbo drop off of the tree. Sweet crabbo. I can pick up crabbo. I'll climb this tree when I'm done. Here comes Louis Balam making his way towards the finishing line. Louis Balam, and we can see Preston Martinez hot on his wheel. Louis Balam making his way towards the finishing line. Here comes Louis Balam in for fourth place. Louis Balam making his way to the finishing line. And here comes Preston Martinez making his way to the finishing line. Here comes Kenny Gladden making his way to the finishing line. Kenny Gladden making his way to the finishing line. Free crabbo, drop off of the tree. Here comes Jordy Williams. Here comes Jordy Williams. Jordy Williams making his way to the finish line. Here comes Jordy Williams as he makes his way to the finish line. He rode awesome today. Jordy Williams giving that thumb. By Drew, I get free crabbo. Free crabbo off of this tree, yeah. Sweet crabbo. Yeah. I'll pick up some more right now, see there? Free crabbo.
Imagine, for free.
For free?
For free.
By Drew, I think about this yes, bye. Nice weather, right? Yes. Why when I look on the ground free crabbo? Just like I live right now. I'm going to go hunt right now. Watch too much in the grass there. I'm going to pick up some right now. Here comes Baba. Sidney Belazier making his way to the finishing line. So first place today, Running Rebels. Tariq Flowers did mention that he would blow the whole race to Smithering, and he did. Here comes Baba, rode awesome today. That's Sidney Belazier making his way.
Your team win anyway.
Sidney Belazier crosses the finishing line.
Just miss out at the game.
D Wade making his way. D Wade making his way towards the finishing line. D Wade. And behind we have Wendell Skinny Vernon. So folks, this race scatter like skittles all over the tarmac. D Wade making his way to the finishing line. D Wade competing his event in the Weekend Warriors King of the Mountains race. Yes, that's what the mountains do, make you scatter like skittles. Scatter like crabbo. Yeah, Stinner's coming. Why they scatter like crabbo?
Yes.
Here comes Wendell Skinny Vernon completing his event, riding for Team Stinners. We see more riders making. We can see two riders coming. A Santino rider, and I think that's Adrian Williams riding from Whatever Boys. That's Adrian Williams making his way to the finishing line along with Julio Zul. So Adrian Williams making his way to the finishing line, and behind is Mr. Zul. Julio Zul. I'm going to get an interview right now with the champion of the day, Tariq Flowers. So making my way to get an interview. We see Sherwin Thomas making his way to the finishing line, aka Pest making his way to the finishing line. Sherwin Thomas.
Then one and
Good one.
Good reading.
Yes, I.
Good.
Yeah.
Service today.
Rough.
Can I get 2 water?
What's
So-
your
One pouch.
Of course, I like
Let's say I
to
finish it 1 bottle.
Yeah.
Stay back at the
We can see another rider coming.
No, man, look at dry.
A rider from. What is your man name again? Give me name this morning. I can't remember my name.
What time is serious?
Yeah.
2000. And then,
And then Cardoza, then I think balance.
So, folks, I'm gonna interview with the winners. So, Tariq, you did mention earlier in the week after the guns race that you come and mash up things, that rebels are come and mash up things, and exactly what you said. I think you the fella, I see you fella Podjakar, so you'd be like Podjakar, your teammate they come in Quinton, the Bad Hamilton, right? But maybe I could tell the fans you look the smoothest out there. I watch your face, I watch your movement, your fella, all the attacks there. You do 2 things on the front, and you were in total control. Maybe you could tell the fans how perfect the weather was out here today. So perfect weather for cycling.
Morning, everybody. Morning, Mr. Donis. I'm indeed mentioned, that I'm confident that I'm going to do things today, just for the mere fact that I only got like 130 pounds, and then, I have lead power too, We might not got hills in the city, but we have the strong sea breeze, and hills and breeze, that the same thing. That's still, like resistance. So I like the breeze, and I'm confident that I'm going to ride in the hills good, and that actually one of my strengths. I have always ride in the hills good, so I'm pretty much confident now. And then Troy and the guys, they don't the pressure on me for Coco win this race, so I just want to pull through for the team basically. And lastly, not lastly, but I want to big up the team too, everything they call good. They trip for me Thursday for give up the race, but I give up Thursday for Coco have fun today, And lastly, I want to thank the man up above, for make all we have a safe race and most importantly for wake me up this morning,
Yes, Tariq Flowers, the winner of the day, just as I predicted. And 2 more Santino's rider coming. I think this is Negrin and Chuck Medina making their way across the finishing line. Here with Preston Martinez. Preston, you gave a good show of yourself today. I guess the climbs they hurt you a little, but you were right there. Happy birthday to you again, sir. So maybe you could tell the fans how you find the race today.
well, good morning, Billies, and to the fans all around. Well, the race was difficult because then I'm kind of like, I still have only weight to deal with. I might look small, but I got only belly fat, so baby fat to the call, no? And every time we go up the climbs then, because then I don't really train in the hills as well, no? So I have kind of like these slight difficulties, going up, but what helped me a lot because then I train a lot like revolution, so that kind of helped me a little bit going up the hills, no? So yeah, it was an enjoyable race, and yeah, come out to have fun.
Yes, thank you for that interview, Preston Martinez. Still see riders making their way towards the finishing line. I think it's who's that coming? Kaya Katus, yes, because if Katus for a moment, Kaya Katus making her way towards the finishing line. Kaya Katus, the only female to take part, and she completed her event, her team one. She's ringing her bell. Yes, you have the bell. Kaya Katus making her way to the finishing line, just crossed the finishing line. So I'll get an interview with Stephen Jurgensen shortly. Just have to watch the traffic. Hold this a minute, Omar. Hold this a minute. So here with I'm here with Stephen Jurgensen, aka the Mike Man. Stephen, you rode an awesome race. I see him try to get under the skin of the Mexican Cardoza. What do you want to tell him, man? Because look at him tell him, man, he play tricks or something like that. But you rode awesome, and I must give you kudos. You had any mechanical chain fall off somewhere upon the gap. I think upon the gap or somewhere like so, and you put it, you stop, you put it back, and still join back the front of the race. I must say congrats to you, did awesome. Maybe you could tell the fans how you find the race and what you tell the Mexican.
Man, everybody. So I give God thanks, no? Always bring us through difficult times and great times, good times, bad times. Still thank God. Also, I say big up to the Weekend Warriors Club for a beautiful race, beautiful event. Had a little bit of mechanical and what's not, but you know, nevertheless, we don't make nothing fears with. There's always going to be trials and tribulation in the way, and just have to overcome them and do our best, no? You know, the climbs they're hard, and the riders they never made the push down the pace, so it does make it a little bit easier for me for us, you know, hammer a little bit and get on to the man. The Mexican made try close out the brake for he rider go across to the brake, and I tell the man, work, make we go, 1, 2, 3, nobody else, you know. So I tell the man, this are the 1, 2, 3 right there, so if you make anybody else go, they might take a prize. So the man they watch for me, I stand up and I fake, and the man stand up and tell him, you see, you don't want to work, but you want to go. Then you have to work for go. Once you don't work and no go, once you don't work, you can't go, so you have to work for go. And the man called, the man smile at me, call wrong a little bit, and we started change pace for the exchange blows until we reach up here, so and the man crack and we just give it to her, no? Big up everybody once again to take care of me. I don't know who no are. If you call no names, just big up on yourself and enjoy the rest of the day. Bless Sunday one and all. Big up yourself, Mr. Donis, Mr. Kelly. Everybody just take care, man. One love always.
Yes, Stephen Jurgensen, second place. So I have a word with Cardoza. I'm getting for you in a shot, well. Yeah. All right, cool. Yeah. So here with the Team Santinas here with Cardoza. Habla inglés, right? You talk a little bit of English, right? Poquito. All right, okay. So here with Cardoza, finishing third today. He rode wonderful. The guys try to get under his skin, but maybe you could tell the guys, you know, how you find the race this morning.
¿Qué tal, amigos? Buenos días, tardes ya quizá. Oh, es una muy buena carrera que organiza el club Weekend Warriors aquí en Belice, en esta zona de mucha montaña. Es la zona que nos gusta a nosotros los ciclistas. Y muy bonitas. Hubo una fuga desde casi al principio con los muchachos jóvenes que están muy fuertes en las subidas. Y al final quedamos 3 y hubo una... En la llegada al final yo me confundí en la línea amarilla, pensé que era la llegada final y no, faltaban unos como 100 o 200 metros en la curvita y pues ya, atacaron los muchachos y estuvo muy bien. Muchas gracias a Ordones por la cobertura, que nos estuvo acompañando toda la carrera ahí, y a Chief Santino por la invitación y a todos los muchachos de Belice. Siempre es un gusto muy grande correr con ustedes. Un abrazo, amigos.
Gabriel Cardoza here too with Luis Balam. Excelente. Yes. Say hello to the fans.
¿Qué tal? Buenos días a todos. Estuvo muy bien la competencia. Está muy bonito toda esta zona. Mucha subida y bajada. Sí. Estuvimos jalando yo y mi compañero al principio, pero pues poco a poco se fueron cansando, acabando las energías, y al final pues se me quebró y tuve que bajar a buscar, sí. Ya éramos 4 y ni modo. Y ya al final ya no pude alcanzar. Pero todo bien, sí, muchas gracias. Sí. Saludos a todos allá en México. Sí. Hasta luego.
I don't understand everything the man said, but he made it explain to I think he last in meter. You win okay there with Kenny Gladden winning you win what the Masters B? Pull on the side so you got a traffic stop again interview. Pull on the side. No, pull there. I don't want no vehicle knock it down. Here with Kenny Gladden, rode awesome today. You didn't have the break for early in the morning, and guys just open a little gap when you going through the harder part of the climbs, you know. But maybe you could tell how you find the race. I guess a ride within you, because you know that you're a Masters B. You ride within yourself, right?
Yes, it was very hard. What I basically did was separated from all the Master B, them the strong one. There was a strong break, 9 or 10 of us. The only B there was D-Wade. So I was basically watching him. There was a separation. I went across with the Mexicans them, and that was it. There was a big gap, and I secured my prize. And I just rode within myself. I didn't really need to compete with the Master. Yeah, I just came with the second group, which is 3 of us. There was 3 at the front and 3 just like 10 seconds behind them, and that was good enough for me.
Good job, Kenny. So see you next race, right?
Yes, thanks.
All right. Jordy, say a few words. Yeah. Jordy, come on the side. Come on the
Very good.
Jordy, I know you more as a triathlete, but this is your backyard, and you decide, well, I'll come in my backyard and make the boy do what I want. But you rode awesome. I said on the live that you rode awesome. Maybe you could tell you get least separation, but maybe you could tell the fans how you find the race.
Yes, actually, Mr. Adonis, this is my first ride, my second ride in 4 years. I had a triathlete, so I used to that long drag with at 1 speed, so I had to get used to that up and down. I know the road good, and I think I made use a lot of energy coming. And at the turnaround, I think you noticed a slip out on me. I had that little nervousness, like I don't have that experience, but every time I close it, but at the end of the day, I just couldn't. I never had the legs for the last climb, and I get 7th overall, and I think 16 at the A category. But I'm happy enough for my first race in 4 years. I just got a road bike. I got a Fujo and Mr. Briseño, the junior. So you'll be seeing me more often in the cycling. I'll take a little break from triathlon. They become very expensive, and I always have to travel out of the country. But if I could do the local races and stay in a shape, definitely you'll see me more, and I'll practice, especially with the drafting and the attacks, and when for follow and not for spend too much energy at the front, because I may spend a lot of time at the front too. But I guess it come with the lack of experience. But you'll definitely see me again, Mr. Adonis.
Thank you, Julian. You don't know you have Patrick and they help along, right? Your brother, right? All right.
Definitely.
All right.
I think Patrick tuned in right now, and I happy with the result for the 7th, and you'll see me more often.
Thank you, Jody. Thank you. So they look for Kayakatus. The only young lady will take part today. Makasi if ako walk down the sila, and if ako walk up back. Walk towards the D. Want to say a few words? So I'm here with D Wade. Rough race today, D. You were in the break early all along. You get separated with the I think about St. Margaret's when the guys really step on it, but you made it back then. No more attacks, but maybe you could get the fans and while you run down about the race.
Good morning, everyone. And Donis, thanks again for your commitment and dedication for bringing cycling live to the whole country of Belize and international. We really appreciate your efforts out here, man, every day. So thanks again to the Weekend Warrior Cycling Club for putting off a fantastic race. It's actually really good to race in a different terrain for a change. The rolling hills of Belize. When they say Belize flat, they lie. Belize is not flat. You got some nice double digits climb, and man, these roads are great for training. I encourage all the young elite cyclists to get out here and train, especially the Hummingbird Highway, and also back by San Antonio and Mountain Pine Ridge. But these are some challenging terrain. I wish we had more races here. It's really fun. It's hard, but it's fun, right? When you challenge yourself, most of the times, you can't shelter as you would on a flat on the flats, right? You have to really put the pedal to to the medal and ride these climbs and try to find a tempo. But I had fun today. It was good. I think I may have finished up top 10 and then third B. So we'll take that. Going home with a little bit of hardware. Congratulations to Tariq. Tariq won. Jordan was second, right?
Yep.
In the A category, and then Cardoza, the Mexicans who came from Mexico. We really appreciate those guys coming and make the race a little spicy. Yeah, you start off with a nice break. We had about 10, 11 guys.
Yeah.
A couple of guys got popped off, and then some separation in the front as well. But we went away right at Blue Hole. That was a separation. So again, it was nice. I enjoyed it today, man. Different terrain, beautiful weather. I know some guys stayed home because it looked wet, but I look at Apple weather and it said that it was going to be just overcast and dry, but it was really nice out here. Thanks again, Donis, for the live coverage. Really appreciate it, man.
Thank you again, D-Wade, for coming out and taking part. So head and see if I could get a few words with Kaya Katus, but I have to go way down the hill. So just bear with me a little. And again, big up the people bringing it live. Morning, guys. Thanks for coming out, right? You have to jump back on the bike. You have to jump back on the bike. Are you training? All right, cool. Yeah. Yeah, but so I try reach Kaya Katus. Yes. Again, thanks for the people who are responsible for the live. I want to big up Mr. Omar Cruz. I want to big up. Yes, morning. Well, Chris. I want to big up Mr. James Sanchez out of California. I want to big up Sweetie out of New York. And the struggle for any. Wow. You guys have to ride all this way. Morning. Yeah, so I'm getting an interview in a short while with Kaya Katus. Big up the Weekend Warriors for having this event. Big up you, the fans who have been very patient. I say Kaya Katus. Then he interviewed Kaya. Yeah. Yes, sir. Kaya, you must ring the bell. Kaya. I'll tell you something, right? You know, a big respect to you. A lot of the males are afraid for coming at this terrain, but you're not afraid. You come in, you ring your bell, you finish your race, you line up with all the guys. Maybe you could give the I don't know, a beautiful day. Even though it may rain this morning, the weather hold up, so a perfect day for raining. Maybe you just could give the fans at least some sort of the race.
Yeah, you can't afraid to take lick down there. So after cycling a lot of pain, you can't afraid to take the lick sometimes. So terrain suit you, so terrain not suit you, but you're not dodge. So I take a lot of lick today, but I hang in there and I finish my race.
Okay, well, we're glad to see you out, and we hope the fans enjoyed the race. We had some lead drop, but what I do, I record this phone here, have the whole race recorded, so I want to put it up on YouTube. Yes, this whole race recorded, so all the spot drop, the fans are still could see it, so they could go but look on YouTube as soon as they post up on YouTube, and they could watch it. I want to start to that anytime we have race through the hills, we probably have drop signal, record the whole race, and then post it up so they could see the entire race. But Kaya, thanks again, and thanks for the ride up this morning. All right, Kaya Katus. Before I close, I just say a few words. Queens, where the barbecue grill there? I know I first time to barbecue up, but hold on.
The barbecue right there, your shop.
All right.
You can go light it when you go back. Yes, man. Nice hills race. Nice day. The rain hold up. Actually, the rain hold up. You know, and we are the champions. We are the King of the Hills champions. Tariq Flowers, number one on the date for today. Big up the team, everybody. You know, everybody ride well. It's a team sport, no? And thanks for coming out doing this in the King of the Hills too. We no service back go off or come on, you know, but I know you record the whole thing well. You come out late, fans, but that's how we're doing this too, right? So when the signal shut off, you just have to give the man a break. Because we know people here, they come and just say, "Hey, doing this, hi man, this, that." Then we BTLC soon put up the towers there. Smart soon put up the rest of the towers there. And I just want to say thanks to everybody for coming out there. It was a good day. Yeah, man.
Thank you, Quinton, the Baddest Hamilton. So I'm going to try to get some free crab. Why, Quinton? No, man. Free crab drop on the side of the road. Kaya, I get some free crab. Yes, ripe crab. So, yeah. So I'm waiting for the chairman come in, but I want to cut off this live so I could go get some free crab. But once again, thank you to all the fans who tune in. Thank everybody, all the cyclists who come out, all the volunteers. I want to especially big up my driver this morning. The man played the role of officials, of traffic and media, Mr. Glenn Crawford. Big up the man, the only motorcycle out here as official. So kudos to the man. He drove up in a hard rain this morning, so kudos to him. I think he deserves a lead token. So we make our way. I make my way back. Maybe I get a lead word with Roque just before I cut off the live. Hey man, Daniel, rough race, right? Yeah, Daniel Cano still a recover. I'm probably getting a lead word with Roque Asambot, Ohio, and then I'll cut off. Here comes the chief. The chief can finish. So kudos, chief at 68 can finish his ride along with Big Will. I can see if Roque wants to say a few words just before I cut off the live. Yes, Mr. Will. Roque, maybe I say a few words just before I cut off the live. Roque, just back from Ohio, maybe I could talk about the race a little bit, and then you could talk about Ohio. Roque, crazy day. You know what? People say not use a word, but cycle is crazy because the condition this morning, I say, nobody on a ride. When I look on the chat group, I say, yes, man, race still going on. Maybe you could tell the fans how crazy cyclists and explain about this race and the race in Ohio.
Well, you know, a lot of people watch the lives and enjoy the entertainment, but they're not really there with all the dark days and all the rainy days and all the long days, you know, for ride, for just be competitive. I call it, you know, they have a lot of whatever Joes, and we ride bicycle, a lot of hours and things. So this morning, you know, it would be nice to stay in our bed on Sunday. It rain outside, but we know that we have a race, so we come out, we come out, and we hope that the rain stop. But even if it may the rain and blow the whistle, we're going to take off. So, but and a very tough day today because we're in the big hills of Belize. Yeah, but I want to big you up so they out there too on Sundays, you know, every week for the out there they do this live, you know, and I hope the fans appreciate when I say every time they have their lives.
Thanks, Roque Matos. So about to cut off this live, and again I want to thank each and everyone who joined the live today. Again, big up the people who making it possible. Well, big up the Weekend Warriors Cycling Club hosting this event. Want to big up all the people make the live possible. Mr. Yes, Colonel. Mr. Omar Cruz out of Canada. James Sanchez out of California. Sweet Tea out of New York. Thank you guys. I want to thank my driver again. And like I said, Mr. Crawford. Was a wonderful day. The sun is shining. Hot to the bottom of my bald head, but I'm going to try to grab some free crab right now. See you for the next race, and hope you enjoyed this event today. Like I said, I record the entire thing and I'll post it on YouTube, so you can watch it on YouTube. You can see the whole race uninterrupted, unless but a drop will be live or will be on YouTube. So, and then I want to thank my family at home, my beautiful wife. See you as I head back to the city. Be safe, everyone. Oh, I could just say, we laid our brother to rest yesterday, Mateo Cruz. Again, condolences to the entire family and a great loss. He will always be remembered, you know, for his accomplishment in cycling and being such a great human being. So, Mateo, you have gained your wings. Fly high, my brother. I know you were with your cycling brothers there, looking down and enjoying the race. Yes, Mr. Will. Yes, Mr. Will. Also, again, congratulations to Team Belize, U23 young ladies who made history by when undefeated, and they won the gold medal for Belize. They made the nation proud, and I will appeal to the Ministry of Sports, continue to invest in sports. That's a good way, you know, that how people learn about the country, people watching live, people watching sporting event, and that how they see talent, that how they say, okay, we'll go visit Belize. Belize is such a beautiful place, I like the slogan for the BTB. They say what? Trash the garbage, not the beauty. So beautiful slogan there. Trash the garbage, not the beauty. So big up the Belize Tourist Board. With that said, folks, we are out. Have a blessed Sunday. Go enjoy the rice and beans. Be safe. I head back to the city. Thank you again for tuning in, and I'll upload the complete video to YouTube from my other phone. With that said, we are out.